Okay, so another video Peugeot 508 W2 by W2 I meant 508 produced from I can't say okay yeah produced from 2011 to 2017. So both the facelift and the facelift model. So this is the pre-facelift. Now I did a video concerning this 508 in the past. So but I want to look at something that we've not talked about at all concerning this project. Now in Nigeria, people suffer or go through a lot because of the engine models you find in 508 being sold in Nigeria, both new and used. So remember that all the used 508 being shipped into Nigeria are almost 99% from Europe, and then few from Middle East and the rest, both new and used as well, not just used. So recently I now decided to enter Chinese market and look at the options they had on this W2, including the facilitated model. And now they realize that the Africans were cheated. Yeah, I can use that one. Not necessarily, but I don't know what Peugeot. I don't understand Peugeot because they ought to have known African market, especially Nigeria, that this THP engine wasn't the best. THP engine was not the best for Africa because they assemble these cars here brand new, so it's not like only the used ones. So in the Europe fine, because why I'm saying this is in China they actually manufactured this 508 with the facilitated model with naturally aspirated 2.0-liter engine commonly found in 407 307. Which other car? Mostly for Peugeot car 407 307. So but for some reasons in Nigeria and other African countries, in Europe as well, they were not so. I could understand that probably because it might fail a mission in Europe at that time. But come on, in Africa, who cares about that? Because that would have been the best 508 for people who, most people that want this car don't really care about power that much. Now, the engine I'm talking about is this. Let me show you. I don't think these guys will notice that. Let me go to the full picture. Now look at it. I don't know if some of you guys know this engine, but if you are using Peugeot car, you know this engine already. This is EW10A. This is EW10A. So Peugeot manufactured or assembled 508 in China with this EW10A. Stock, no conversion, nothing. This is EW10A. But for some reasons, they wrote the CVVT. I know it's a VVT system, but I don't think I understand what that C means. Variable valve technology, right? VVT. Hope I got it right. Variable valve timing. Oof. Okay. Anyway, I mean, if you know the correct one, you can put it there. I think I forgot it. So they actually produced this, and not only they did produce it, they increased the power from the 143 that it was on 407 and 307 to increase it from 143 horsepower to 147. Ah, you could say just 4 HP, not much. Something. At least they needed at least that additional power to be able to pull the 508 button. But to me, it's irrelevant because 508 weigh almost the same with 407. So this engine handle 407. I'm not saying pretty fast, but at least okay. I mean, why didn't they produce 508 in Nigeria with this engine? Even though I understand that this engine, even the CV, EWTA, most Nigerians, no, okay, I won't say most Nigerians, some Nigerians are scared of this engine. They discourage other people from buying this because to them, they say it's too troublesome, too problematic, blah, blah, blah. But compared to the THP engines that is more common on this 508 sold in Europe and the other parts of the world, you will love this engine rather than those THP. Because, I mean, look at it this way. Even that THP on 508, it's not as if they actually possess a lot of power. So, I mean, they are not actually fast. They are not fast that much. Fast, yes, but in terms of today's standard on fast cars, no, they are not like that. Unless you are really ready to burn some fuel, yeah, they can be quick in that case. But ordinarily, compared to like the older V6 engines, yeah, V6 are much faster in terms of acceleration. So, um, so I wonder why. I mean, look at it. Let's start from here. When you look at this thing, you can tell this is definitely this is EWTA. They look at the ignition coil. Look at it. This is EWTA ignition coil. You know, look at this Porsche Cayenne. In fact, definitely, what they did was, look at 508 actually has almost similar setup with 407. So, I mean, when you look at the engine bay, the only thing that will tell you that this is 508 is like here, here, here. No, those of us that understand this cars will tell you, okay, no, this 508 here, this inlet system, uh, you know, yeah, there's some setup here. But other than that, every other thing resembles 407. I'm talking about entire engine bay, you know. Let's look at this other model. You know what's the more interesting? The 407 and 307 with this EWTA engine, they actually use electric power steering pump somewhere here, which is mounted here beside the coolant expansion tank or coolant reservoir. But guess what happened? On this 508, they now put mechanical power steering pump. I used the 407 V6 power steering reservoir, fluid reservoir here. This is a 407 V6, at least it resembles it. This is a reservoir of this. So in 407 V6, you'll find this here. 607 V6, you also find it here. Recharge the phase 2, you find this here. Can't remember how that power steering fluid reservoir looks like. So, and I kind of prefer mechanical pump to the electrical pump. You know how troublesome those who use 407. Well, not everybody must have experienced this issue, but can actually can be very annoying sometimes. This electric power steering pump, but this mechanical pump, yeah, I could say the mechanical pump of EW engines not necessarily the best in terms of longevity, but I still prefer the mechanical pump to electric pump anyway, because now all the 508 you find petrol engines sold in Europe. I'm talking about THP engines and the rest. They all have electric pump. So the same way it gives headache of 407 for some people, that's the same way it does of 508. I remember there are some issues that may come up. It will just shut down the power steering pump of 508. It stop working because it's electrical until you fix that problem before the power steering will start working again. So, I mean, my point is this is like the most simplest 508 produced. Had it been they assembled this 508 here in Nigeria, come on, it will most likely sell more than 406. I'm telling you. Everything here is very simple, just like 407. Mechanical, less complex system. What else could I show you? I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is the power steering uh, level fluid sensor here. 407, they actually mounted it under. But yeah, they mounted it on top, you know. I kind of like, honestly, to me, it's a big improvement on the earlier EW10A. I don't know if that's what I actually call this engine in China, you know, but I know for a fact, I mean, look at it, this is EW10A. The best they could do is they will change the name or make it EW10AS or whatever. You know, for example, this CVVT, I don't understand what it means, which was not there when the engine was mounted on 407 and 307, you know. Anyway, let's go and check it, other information concerning this car producer. So it was also not used, it was not only not used here, mounted on the 2013 version, but also on the 2015, 2016. You can see this was published in 2015 in China. Um, so there's an interesting thing I want to talk about here. It said the Peugeot 508 is available with three 4-cylinder petrol engines. That's in China now. A rather old 2.0 with 147 HP. I mentioned it earlier, which is that EW10A. So they added more 4 horsepower and 200 Nm. So 200 Nm is actually the standard Newton meter torque on EW10A engine. So they didn't change or increase the torque. So the only thing they did was the horsepower. Mated to a 5-speed manual. Really, I mean, you can see the person that actually published this article was impressed or surprised that Peugeot even mounted or used a 5-speed manual gearbox or put manual gearbox on a 508 with this engine. I mean, this would have been the best 508 ever sold. I think this was sold worldwide. All these issues are the turbocharged ones or VTI 120 ones are having people. You hardly hear any complaint. Especially even I know in Europe, maybe they probably wouldn't have gone for 508 with that engine and the gearbox, because being a 5-speed manual gearbox means it's most likely the same gearbox used in 407. That's what they also put in 508. So which was 5-speed manual in 407. So I wouldn't expect it to have 6-speed. But nothing, I mean, it could be done, nothing wrong with that. But I expect that they wouldn't want it probably to have the 6-speed manuals, because they might not sell the high-end 508 with a bigger engine or bigger powered ones. So you said or a 6-speed automatic. So there's option of 5-speed manual and the 6-speed automatic on 508 with EW10A engine. So the 6-speed automatic will likely be AM6. I don't think it will be 86, so I expect it to be AM6. Imagine. I know a lot of people that like automatic transmission or prefer automatic transmission in Peugeot cars will be very excited to have EW10A engine with 6-speed automatic transmission. So he now said the person continued and said a 1.8 turbo with 204 horsepower and 20 Nm. Imagine. I mean, look at it again. This is a second petrol engine mounted. It said 1.8 turbo. Remember what they sold in Europe was 1.6. All petrol engine 1.6, including the non-turbocharged. But this one say 1.8, making it a bigger engine that possesses 204 horsepower. The maximum power of all petrol 508 sold in Europe, W2508 sold in Europe, had that maximum had 163 horsepower. 163. Though some can say some were marketed as 165, so approximately 165 horsepower, but on average, we say 163 horsepower with 240 new Nm. 240. So this one, because it's a bigger engine, turbocharged notwithstanding. So the torque was now increased from 240. Is it 240 or 245? So from 240 to now 280, which is almost close to the V6 torque. V6 is 285 and 290. So this one is very close. Even the horsepower close to the V6. So in other words, I could tell you this one, even though the V6 still have a little bit more power, talking about 406 V6, the D9, a little bit more HP and the torque. But this 508 might actually be faster, considering that the 508 with this engine will gain more torque at lower RPM than the V6 that gain the most of the torque on higher RPM. So, meaning that this will be more desirable than V6 Peugeot cars. I expect it to be much faster. Of course, the V6 will now, there are so many, V6 is usually smoother. Turbo engines, they are a little bit rough. They are not as smooth as V6. So, that's the price you have to pay. The sound are not, they are not interesting. Their engine sound are not interesting compared to V6. But I'm talking about, imagine having a 508 that's that fast. At least they're able to beat V6 Peugeot cars. Because all the other one they saw the Euro petrol engine, no one could beat a V6 Peugeot car. So at least I'm talking about ES Peugeot V6 vehicles. So, and for they didn't produce any of the 508 sold in Europe or wherever Nigerians are shipping this 508 to sell in Nigeria with this particular engine, and also this one as well. None. These two engines. So this particular 1.8 has only 6-speed automatic. I don't think they produce it with manual. I'm not sure. I'm just working with the article that was published in 2015 when this car was launched, when it was facelifted from W2. So they started it as early as 2013 or 2012 with the EW10A and So he said that it did 3 4-cylinder petrol engines. So this is the second one. Where is the third engine? I didn't see the third engine. Didn't mention the third engine. Didn't. Oh, see it here. Okay. So this is the normal. You see, 1.6 turbo with 167 horsepower. Even this one has more power than the Euro. Basically, same engine, but they increase the power to 167 instead of 163. But the same torque, like I was mentioning, it was 245. I didn't even see it before. So this is 245 Nm. So this is like average 508. You get the one you can get maximum speed. As far as W2508 concerned, I'm talking about 2011 to 2017. At least before they now brought out this fastback 508, the one that looks like coupe. So these are the three petrol engines used. You know. So I really wanted to bring this up because I mean Africans we really it was a big loss to me. I'm to be honest, a big loss. People like me, of course, I won't go for that EW10A engine, I want power. So had it been this car was launched in Nigeria or was shipped into Nigeria as used car to sell, this is what I will go for. I will have interest because right now I have zero interest in 508. I don't plan you know. But at least at that time, I probably must by now would have owned this car if he had this. Had it been mass imported into Nigeria, this 1.8 turbo with this power, power, and the torque, yeah, I probably would have driven one by now, especially in this facilitated model. So if you are an importer, I think these guys that go to Europe to import cars, or if you stay in China and you are looking for more opportunity to make money. I mean, this is it. I'm giving you a big business idea you can tap into. Honestly, Nigerians love 508. They want to own it, but then they tend to, shy away or walk away sometimes because of issues. Some even after buying, after a while, they will get frustrated. These THP engines. My point is they are not cheap to maintain. It's not even whether they give issues or not. They are not cheap to maintain. So if you are very familiar or comfortable with ownership of EW engine, ESV6 engine, TU engines, SU engines, if when you switch to THP engines, wow, you wonder if this is actually the Peugeot vehicle. I'm telling you, the cost of maintenance will just like triple compared to this other engine series I mentioned. So that's what I'm saying. Had it been they've sold this 508, or people are importing these cars into Nigeria from China. And funny thing, look at it. Do you know that this China, look at the power steering. It's actually left-hand drive for driving position. So it's not like you need to do any conversion. So rather than going to UK to bring in right-hand drive and then convert and then still have issues with not all anyway, with the engine or why not just import from here? I mean, unless maybe okay, because I actually took I went to their site and checked and they were using dollar equivalent to say, to post the price. And I could see that it's actually the current prices are like between 4,000 US dollars to 11,000 mass, depending. 4,000 to 11,000 of these cars. I'm talking about this particular model now. 4,000 to 11,000. Is it not basically the same with China, with Europe, or probably Chinese ones might even be cheaper? I don't know for sure. So why not instead of going to UK to import, convert, some will end up, in fact, even before they will say they will convert to normal, what's it called, EW10J4, and then most of them, if when not properly converted, they will have so many series of issues. And then instead of doing that, you buy factory produced, simpler 2.0 naturally aspirated engine that we are already familiar with. That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's an alien engine. We are already familiar with this engine. The parts are available. And not only that, I have 5-speed manual. So you don't even need to stretch yourself. Or if you want the automatic, instead of using the 4-speed automatic or AF4 you had on 407, 307 with this engine, you now have the option of 6-speed automatic. I mean, everything here is basic, just like, look at this is 407 V6 power steering reservoir. fluid reservoir. This is 407 AC. This where you put AC gas. This is 407. What is it called? Brake fluid reservoir. Punch canister 407. Coolant reservoir 407. This windscreen fluid reservoir 407. I mean, come on, where else do I go? Almost, you don't need to. The only thing I would say is the throttle bodies from 408. Yeah, throttle body. Let's see if I can see it clearly. Okay, no one shows it. I can show it from here. The throttle body, motorized throttle body is that of 408. So I think he used the 480. Yeah, now I remember. It's not you. So you find this engine in 407, 408, 307. I don't know if there's any other Peugeot car. 308 also had this engine. 308, the T7, the early model of 308. They were produced. Some of them were produced with EW10A. So in other words, okay, let's just say this EW10A. This one was almost like exactly the same engine from 408. Since this is like intake manifold from 408, because I could look at how the throttle body is positioned, which is different from that of this same engine in 407 and 307. So, I mean, this would have been the most cheapest 508 to own. The most cheapest 508 to own and maintain is that we just look like we are driving a 407. More luxurious. In fact, let's just say, no, not 407. I mean, 508 is way ahead of 407. What I mean is, it's as if you are driving a luxury or prestigious 407. Yeah, much bigger. I mean, so many things, has more gadgets. Imagine you now get that turbocharged one, but in that case, of course, you have to deal with issues that come with turbocharged engine. But at least, if you are not into power, this engine is not good for economy. Come on, you enjoy it. So, okay, it's the past is the past. I don't know, Peugeot should have known that this type of car they would have assembled here in Nigeria than those turbocharged ones that people bought brand new and got frustrated to the point that National Assembly in Nigeria discarded all their 508 and swore they will never own it. I remember, see, it's a long story. I don't want to say everything that was said to me in confidence by PAN executive. Yeah, I had a meeting with PAN executive or management sometime in the past. And they said some things to me in confidence concerning issues they were having with the National Assembly buying Peugeot vehicles. One of the issues was the THP engines. They were used then to assemble. So let me not just go into details. Had it been was this engine, yeah, it might not be the fastest car on the road, but at least 407 with this engine wasn't, they were not the fastest car. So people purchase them. Some are still running in good condition. If Peugeot have sold this car or assembled this car in Nigeria, I'm talking about PAN. I mean, PAN, come on. I think I'll blame PAN here more than the PSA in France. You understand the market in Nigeria. You know that this is what would have made sense if you have used this than going to, and you ended up chasing people away with those turbo engines. It was a loss. Okay, so I hope this helps, and I just wanted to bring it up. If you have a means to import, if you are really interested in WT508, I'll tell you to start looking towards that. If you have a means to import from China, hey, this is your best choice. This is your best choice. If you want power, fine. You can even go for the one with a 1.8 liter to charge engine with over 200 horsepower. Almost similar power with the V6. So if you want that, you enjoy it than going for those ones to Europe with 163. Not, I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. I still not as fast as V6. But this will favor majority. This engine will favor majority. I know it doesn't matter what people say. So most people will tell me, I want power, I want power, I want power. But I realize as a technician, as people that people come to when issues come arrive, and I realize that it doesn't matter what they say. It's actually, what they do with these vehicles that matters. And I realize that power, they will complain of higher fuel consumption because, yeah, if you go for that 1.8, it definitely will consume more than every other engine here. What's the point? So they will complain of higher fuel consumption with those powerful engines in Peugeot, complain of higher cost of maintenance, this and that. They go, oh, this one is more problematic. I would have gone for EWT. That's what most of them ended up doing. They will buy, compare, before you know it, they will convert. So that's what I'm saying. This would have been the best. Even though some didn't like this engine, but trust me, compared to this turbocharged engine, you will love this one. The headache those one give their owner, you will love this one. Okay, so you have your option now. You can get it if you want.